Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. My dear devotees of the truth, those who are seeking the self-knowledge and self-realization, we walk the path of enlightened people and their words. Here is few slokas from Vivekachudamani of Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya. Please listen carefully with dedication and complete concentration without diverting to any other things. A dedicated listening will enlighten you, can clear your mind, clear your obstacles towards enlightenment. Dedication is necessary. Devotion is necessary to become a spiritual seeker. Now let us see one more sloka. Swasya drishtuhu nirgunasya akriyasya pratyak bodhanta rupasya buddhehe. Few words before entering into this sloka. We are trying to decode the self-knowledge. How is it going to help in the materialistic world? It is not going to help in the materialistic world. Materialistic world has to be dealt with laws of the materialistic world. The laws pertaining to the self-knowledge is not suitable to the laws of the physical world. This world, the physical world, society, is different. There you have to apply your mind. The mind and buddhi has to be applied to achieve things, to analyze things, to execute things. So these things are called karanas. Antakarnam, bahya karnam. Antakarnam is like mind, buddhi, ahankaram, all these things are called antakaranam, internal instrument for self-realization. Bahya karanam, this is mentioned in Tattvabodham also. Bahya karanam, external instruments, tools are to be used to handle the world, to live in the world. So this has to be very clear. So why this Chudamani, Vivekachudamani is talked? It is talked to expel the delusion of the mind. The mind is deluded by assuming certain things which are not true as true. So these things are necessary to understand the Atma and Jivatma. This gives peace of mind. This gives stability in the Atma. This gives Atma Shakti. This gives Ananda. All these things are not available in the external world. That is the nature of the external world. Survival is the only aim of the external world. If you want higher things, you have to move above survival attitude. To enjoy the higher and higher things, one has to think beyond the survival mode. It is very difficult. It's very difficult. The Jivatma is addicted to the surviving instinct. So you can see the great jnanis have thrown away the survival attitude and simply moved into the spiritual path. It is still not understood. Somebody asked me, how do you live? Then I tell, I never thought how to live. I am just living. You need not think. Somebody asked, how are you passing your time? You need not pass the time. Time will pass. This is different understanding. So this understanding is very difficult if you are addicted to survival instinct. Then you are worried about the body, you are worried about the materialistic achievements. Always, never ending, with no fruits of peace, no mind of Shanti. So you have to think beyond this. It is not against this, it is beyond this. That's why I say, if you are dealing in the world, you have to use everything according to the world. If you want to experience spirituality, just travel the opposite direction. So this is not common in the world. So it is again and again taught in the scriptures. Swasya drishtuhu nirgunasya akriyasya. Drishtuhu means one who is the witness. Nirgunasya, for whom, who is beyond the characters. He is neither good man nor bad man. Akriyasya, he is beyond the actions. Pratyak bodhanta rupasya. That means within he is with the bliss. He is experiencing the form of bliss. It is wrong to say rupasya, but still to make it a confirmed truth, to make the mind to understand. Mind understands rupam. So we say Atma Rupam. Atma has no Rupam. So we say Atma Rupam means something graspable for the mind. For that sake, these words are used. Rupam is used. Buddhehe. Buddhehe means by the buddhi, intellect. Praptaha means gained. Jiva bhavaha. Jiva bhava. This kind of jivahood. Jivahood. This life and lifehood. Jivahood is in the form of ahankar. I am so and so. This is called jiva bhavaha, not jivatma. Jivatma is only a consciousness being. Jiva bhavaha belongs to ahankar. So for such a person, which person? One who is naturally, by the ultimate truth, one who is a witness. You cannot be other than that. You see, while you are sleeping, who are you? Are you an engineer? Are you a man? Are you a father? You are simply witnessing. Some dream is going on, some dream is not going on, but you are a witness. So that witnessing is the substratum, bottommost thing of the being. So witnessing is the Atma. Somewhere it is told, what is Atma? Witnessing self is Atma. So you are nothing but that. You cannot be other than that. For such a person, one who is, suppose if you have some character defined. If you attach some character to the Atma, then it is not Atma, it is mind, it is ego. Character attachment, great person, very bad person, like that. Any character, he is a white man, he is a black man, he is a man, he is a woman, he is from the north, he is from the south, he is from this language, he is from that language, he belongs to Hitler's race, he belongs to such a race. All these things are character attachments. You are attaching the character to a Jivatma. So this goes to Jiva Bhavaha, Jiva Hood. I hope you understand Jiva Hood. So Ahankar is the blatant word to define Jiva Bhavaha, but it is a better word. Jiva Bhavaha is a better word to be used in this context. Then what is that? Akriyasya, I have already explained what is akriyasya. Beyond action. Action is done to achieve results. How is that one can become beyond the actions? Nobody can become actionless person. Impossible. You have to die. Then you become actionless. Even breathing is an action. Eating is an action. Digestion is an action. Thinking is an action. Meditation is an action. So there is no actionlessness. But it is said akriyasya means what do you get from the result of the action? Result of the action is something targeted, wished, desired. That is not a matter at all. I am beyond the results. I am beyond the fruits of action. If the action is good, if the fruits are good, no problem. Fruits are bad, no problem. But I will do everything and each and everything with good intention, with good planning, with excellent aim to finish this action. But I am not attached to the result of the action. Just like the children play on the beach, they build a castle out of sand and they are so happy building for hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, sometimes they play. Then after that, suddenly somebody calls, they simply run away. They don't bother about the result. They have created a castle. They are not clinging to the castle, a house of the sand. Like that. Not attached to the results of the action. That is called karma yoga. Pratyak bodhanta rupasya. If these two characters are there, what will be there within? Within he will be ananta rupi. He will be in complete bliss. In complete bliss. He will be a blissful person. For such a person, brandhya praptaha jiva bhavaha. He, in his intellect, he knows that this jiva bhavana is because of the delusion. Delusion got by various things in the past. Because of delusion, the jiva bhavaha, the jiva hood, the thought of jiva hood, that is nothing else than ahankar exists. Na satyaha, it is not the ultimate truth. Satyam is not an ordinary word. Satyam, referred in Vivekachudamani, is representing the ultimate truth. There is nothing less than that. Ritam and Satyam, there are two words used for truth. You know that. Ritam vachyami. Ritam means perceived truth. Satya means ultimate truth. A child says, the sun is rising in the east. This is Rutam. It is perceived truth as it is. Not the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is sun is not rising at all. It is staying in one place. Earth is rotating. That is Satyam. So this is the biggest difference between Satyam and other kind of words used for truth. Moha paye, when the delusion is gone. Nasti avastu subhavat. Avastu means it is not at all existent. Vastu means something existing. This is a vastu. This is a vastu. Book is a vastu. They are all existent. Materially they are existing. Chair is a vastu. Moon is a vastu. Sun is a vastu. Avastu, non-existent. The greatest example of non-existent is darkness. Darkness is non-existent. The chair is existent because you have to remove physically and put it outside to vacate the chair, vacate the room. But to vacate the darkness, you have to lit a lamp. The light expels the darkness, which is not there. It is not existential. If it is existential, you have to pull them out. There is water in the bucket, it is existential. You have to vacate the bucket, means you have to pour the water outside. You have to take the water out. If you want to vacate the room from the darkness, you have to take the darkness little if it is existence. It is non-existential. Understand? So Jiva Bhavaga is non-existential. So when the delusion is gone, Avastu Jiva Bhava, the non-existent Jiva Bhavaga will not be there. For those who has gone beyond the characters, for those who gone beyond the actions, for those who live within as an Ananda Rupi, for them the Jiva Bhavaga will not be a problem. It will be gone. When there is light, the darkness will not be there. That is because Jiva Bhavaga itself is not an existent truth. Non-existent. Already non-existent. You are pushing something which is not non-existent outside your room. It is ridiculous. Some people misunderstand this. There is ahankar, it is existent. That is what is called Bhrantya Praptam. Bhrantya means by delusion. The delusion happened because of your own ahankar already. Ahankar brings delusion, delusion brings ahankar. They feed each other and they grow in multitudes. So only way is to understand the opposite. Patanjali says, think about the opposite. If you are confused, if you are depressed, you think about the opposite. So now we have to think about opposite of Jiva Bhavaga. What is the opposite of Jiva Bhavaga? Yes, now you got the answer already. It is nothing but our self, our Atma. Atma is the opposite of Ahankar. Atma is the opposite of Jiva Bhavaga, Jivahood. So once you think about Atma, Anatma will not be there. Once you bring the light, automatically the darkness will not be there. This has to be understood. So this sloka brings another example, that is rope or snake. The next sloka it is coming. Somebody sees the rope but mistakes it as snake. It is just like that. Brandya darshan means just like that. Brandi means delusion, darshan means seeing. So it has seen a snake, but it was a rope. The rope was mistaken as snake. Once you understand that it is not a snake, it is only a rope, then you will never see a snake in that rope. You will never see the snake back in that rope. Next day, same rope, same place, it is lying down, and you know it is a rope, you don't fear as a snake. So once you realize this is not a snake, it is just a rope, the snake disappears altogether instantly. There is no need of convincing, no need of proving, no need of arguing for hours and hours and hours. So we will see that example in the next sloka, and it will give more clarity. So let us thank all the gurus for giving their wisdoms to enlighten the ignorant people like us, to expel the darkness of the mind. Let us bless the whole world with happiness, health, and prosperity and peace. Peace is the most important thing wanted in the earth. The peace of the earth is a part of materialistic world. Anand is the part of the spiritual world. It is individualistic. Only an individual experience Anandam. But the peace is experienced in the world. Peace means it is compassion. Only compassion brings peace. More there is compassion, care for others, care for the nation, there is peace. When there is peace, there is progress in the country. There is love in the country. There is protection in the country. There is everything achievable in the country. It is a civilized country then. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.